Hello and welcome to the Print AM, our daily morning podcast on the big news story. My name is Devdatta and today we discuss why the MEA summoned Bangladesh envoy. India on Wednesday summoned the Bangladesh High Commissioner Riaz Hamidullah over strong concerns at the deteriorating security environment in Bangladesh and plans by extremist elements to create a security situation around the Indian mission in Dhaka. Bangladesh is heading to elections on the 12th of February next year. After election dates were announced last week, Sharif Osman Hadi, a spokesperson for Inqilab Manch, who was also an independent parliamentary candidate, was shot at in Dhaka. The Manch is a platform that emerged from student-led protest networks associated with the July uprising. Bangladesh-based news outlets cited claims to suggest that the shooters fled to India, but no such evidence has been provided. The Ministry of External Affairs, in its statement, said that India completely rejects the false narrative sought to be created by extremist elements regarding certain recent events in Bangladesh. It also added that it is unfortunate that the interim government has neither conducted a thorough research nor shared meaningful evidence with India regarding the incidents. The MEA further added that India has close and friendly relations with the people of Bangladesh, rooted in the liberation struggle and strengthened through various developmental and people-to-people initiatives. In its concluding statement, it said, and I quote, "We are in favor of peace and stability in Bangladesh and have consistently called for free, fair, inclusive and credible elections conducted in a peaceful atmosphere." A démarche was issued to Hamidullah on Wednesday after National Citizens Party's convener Nahed Islam announced that they would take to the streets on 16 December, which is Bangladesh's Victory Day, in resistance to Indian interference in the country's politics. Hasnat Abdullah, another NCP member, had earlier threatened to isolate the Seven Sisters and give refuge to separatists as an act of retribution if India did not respect their sovereignty. In the protest rally, he said, and I quote, "If Bangladesh is destabilized, the fire of resistance will spread beyond borders. Since you are housing those who destabilize us, we will also give refuge to the separatists of Seven Sisters." The protest rally, organized by the Inqilab Manch in Dhaka's central Shahid Minar on Monday, drew representatives from a wide ideological spectrum, including the Bangladesh Nationalist Party or BNP, Jamaat-e-Islami, Gano Adhikar Parishad, AB Party, and Islami Andolan Bangladesh. Islam described the attack as a sign of a broader political assault. He said that the bullet hitting Osman Hadi, the July revolution, has been attacked. He also claimed that Awami League was operating from exile in New Delhi with Indian backing and was seeking to re-establish influence within Bangladesh's administration, police, universities, and media. In a meeting attended with Bangladesh Interim Chief Mohammad Yunus, he said that unless the Awami League issue is resolved comprehensively in society and politics, none of us will be safe. The politicians had earlier on Monday threatened to carry out a march in front of the Indian High Commission in Dhaka, alleging interference by New Delhi in Bangladesh's domestic politics. Following this, Bangladesh's Foreign Ministry issued a statement calling on New Delhi to prevent suspects linked to the attempted killing from crossing into Indian territory and to ensure their arrest and extradition should they do so. India on Sunday responded by saying that it had never allowed its territory to be used for activities which are inimical to the interests of the friendly people of Bangladesh. After the announcement of rallies on Tuesday, the US Embassy in Dhaka too had issued an advisory cautioning its citizens, saying that demonstrations intended to be peaceful can turn confrontational and escalate into violence. Hamidullah, on his part, at an event commemorating the Victory Day Tuesday, talked about lasting India-Bangladesh ties as he hailed Indian sacrifices in the War of 1971 and talked about organic relations between both countries. The Dhaka police on Wednesday afternoon stopped a march by a group calling itself July Okhya as it headed towards the Indian High Commission. The protesters demanded the return of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and others who fled to India during and after last year's July uprising. Thank you for tuning in. For more from The Print, tune in every morning at 8 a.m. This is Devdatta in New Delhi.